Only one person can decide this kingdom's future.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Also, I've learned. If 'tis an obscure text we seek, methinks Magistrate Waldar is our best hope. His knowledge of tomes is unparalleled. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Sir Baron seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Right you are.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I'm yours to command, Arisen.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
The room's at your left.
Interested in my wares? Gold's made to be spent. Pleasure doing business with you.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Interested in my wares?
look at my wares. Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Any one of these fine pieces will serve you well. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Stop by again soon.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
This really is fine craftsmanship. Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be no matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Apologies, sir, but we've not got any archer staves or great swords in stock at the moment. Goods aren't flowing as freely as they used to, see? Seems monsters have gotten a taste for our ox carts, because attacks are on the rise. Strangely enough, 'tis the arms shipments that are being targeted the most. I just hope this doesn't mean the beasts are gaining in intellect. So far, no one's done a thing about it. And if this keeps on, my business is doomed. I hesitate to ask, but what of you, sir? Should you take interest in aiding my plight, pray speak to the guild head, Klaus.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I knew.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. It would be unseemly for an elf to purchase one. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Fancy a look at my wares?
To each their own, as they say.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you, unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Certain vocations are unavailable at present, save to applicants who already possess the requisite equipment. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We'll not find anything if we don't start looking.
The rules at your leisure.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox-cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Might I be of service?
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false Arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the Sovereign, that is, the false Arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Very well. I would not think to press you on this matter. Perhaps you would consider taking on a different task then. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters.
There is surely no challenge to which we cannot rise.
If 'tis an obscure text we seek, methinks Magistrate Walder is our best hope. His knowledge of tomes is unparalleled. Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Could you come over here?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deezer's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deezer demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth. Always a pleasure.
What am I to do? What else needs doing?
Got nothing to fear. Got to press on. There's much needs doing. Live in charge.
Wonder if he...
No shame in letting family here now and then.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guildhall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Always a pleasure.
There's much needs doing.
Well met, sir. Good evening, sir.
I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour?
Shall we get some rest then? To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Pray, have patience with me, Master. I've shared all I know. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
The road's at your left. Not this forever, anyhow. On me to bear. Well met. You are come to You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. The room's at your left.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Always a pleasure.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Now there's a hassle I could do without.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
gather so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
That wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way. But never did I expect to see an entire basket of swords kicking out blood. Indeed, I did not expect...
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. I shan't let them harm you.
last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Goblins, master!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Most impressive, master. Fight on, and victory shall be ours. Tremendous work! Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. My word. This ox cart has been destroyed.
The roads are hardly safe.
Careful now. Let my magic consume your weaponry with you. Of the elements.
The Arisen has been drenched.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment.
Keep on them, Arisen, and I'll strike you down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
That was superb, Arisen.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
My magics are yours to command, should you require the skills of a mage. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. Magic. No harm shall come to you.
Some of our foes are proficient with ranged attacks. They will prove most troublesome if not dealt with swiftly.
I will finish this here and now.
Over here, if you please.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
We have arrived. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, allow me to show you the way. We have reached our destination.
This gloom has an eerie cast.
I will protect you.
well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Goblins, approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
Prepare yourself!
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
Huzzah! There's ore to be found here.
Take care you don't mine up more than you can carry. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. A passage? Here? Truly. There are secrets around every corner.
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
And before I forget, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet, no two of us are the same. Here we go again.
We were battle ready when they found us. This shan't take long.
Understood.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
your weapon with the fury of the elements.
All done then?
Splendid.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make the Harv village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. Would you mind coming over here? To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs. Douse the flames before it is too late.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Over here, if you please.
Together we are indomitable.
Once more.
Yon chest lies maddeningly close.
'Tis a vexing thing, to see it so plainly and yet be unable to open it.
Come to think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Fascinating.
Oi, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins! You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. Let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
I'm grateful to have served you for so long, Arisen. I shall hold these memories close for all time.
Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
Would that such tranquility could last.
Right you are. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Well, I'll be. Is that one of my wares I spy on you? Good on you, sir. I expect these goblins are feeling mighty sore right now. Have you been to see Klaus yet? You'll be able to have him change your vocation. I appreciate you stopping by, but a lone weapon won't save my business. 'Tis yours. Take it to Klaus with my blessing. Go on, off with you.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all, then? May fortune smile upon you, sir. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild?
Do come again!
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all, then? May fortune smile upon you, sir. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild?
Always a pleasure.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah! I see you have a great sword with you. A fine weapon. You may now change your vocation to warrior, if you wish. If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need to acquire an archer staff.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?